आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
A big hello to all our listeners. Welcome to an enriching podcast series, Vigyan Ki Awaaz. This podcast series focuses on STEM popularization, science, technology, engineering, mathematics and medicine. Hello to all the listeners of Vigyan Ki Awaaz. Welcome to our podcast series which focuses on STEM. And here we discuss about different facets of science. We talk to scientists, their contributions to the field of science, and we get to know their stories where they have added colors to the nation. Yet another episode of Vigyan Ki Awaaz. We welcome you with open heart and with great pride we welcome the guest of the day today. Sir, heartiest welcome to Vigyan Ki Awaaz.
Thank you.
It is indeed a great pleasure to talk to you today. And of course, a very big opportunity to know the success story of your life. Before we begin the episode, I request to you, please tell us a little about yourself to the listeners.
Hello everyone, I am Professor Drpradeep. I am currently Executive Director of TIFAC, that is Technology Information Forecasting Assessment Council, Department of Science Technology, Government of India. I am heading this institution for the past 5 years, and we are an autonomous institution. And for your information, this institution has the legacy of being chaired and constituted by none other than the legendary Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was the first chairman for TIFAC, DST. And as you know, this is the highest technology body in India which works with Department of Science Technology and is a technology think tank, considered to be a technology think tank for the nation and for the Government of India. We have been working on policies, identifying technologies, assessing technologies, evaluating technologies, and more to that, forecasting technologies for the nation's need. We have the privilege of defining and delineating the pathway for India's growth on the basis of technologies. And the very famous vision document, Technology Vision 2020, which was conceptualized by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in those days, was the one which was submitted to the nation by the TIFAC, DST. Subsequently, we had two more technology visions, Technology Vision 2035, which again TIFAC prepared, that identifying the need of technologies in the year 2035, and this was released to the nation by the great, our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji. It was done in 2016. And now currently we have been working on Technology Vision 2047, that how would India's technologies be developing, what would be the requirement of Indian technologies in 2047 when India would be completing its 100 years of independence, that is what we call the Amrit Kal. And this vision document, Technology Vision 2047, is on cards. We have worked out roadmaps for technologies, various sectors and technologies, and what needs to be done. And soon it will be again released by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji.
Thank you so much, sir. I think we get to know so closely about the field of science and how India is gearing up, and popularizing science has been our mission and vision of Vigyan Ki Awaaz. So since you have been representing TIFAC, so we would like to know, how did your journey with TIFAC started, and till coming to the apex role of TIFAC today, you hold a very, very, very prime important designation at TIFAC, and you yourself are a role model for many of the budding scientists in the nation. So tell us a little about your journey from where it started and from where we are celebrating it today.
Thank you. In fact, it's a very lengthy question for me, like to tell about the whole journey. But let me say that, I'm a professionally biochemical engineer, and I've done my graduation, post-graduation and doctorate from IIT. I've been, after my post-graduation from IIT Varanasi, I went for, in biochemical engineering, I went for job in public sector, that was Bhel in Haridwar, and then after I found interest in private sector, so I worked for a couple of companies, and then I quit it, went for the PhD, then again sponsored by the government those days, and then after again, like after completion of my PhD, I went for industry, private sector industries and jobs, and I was working with the Carnatic Group company in Pune as a vice president technical. I would have worked about 10 years after my post-graduation in industries, and all these industries were on technology-based industries, on life science technology-based industry for the production of various products, medicinal product, drugs, enzymes. I've been involved into all these plants, production processes and plant and technologies, and putting up plants and all that. And then I shifted to academia. Probably the first, it's a rare thing to have coming to academia after industry. After 10 years of industry stay, I moved to academia, and then I joined as an assistant professor, and then I worked with IIT Varanasi PHU for 20 years. When last I was in 2020, January 2020, when I was professor and head of biochemical engineering department there in IIT. And I've been coordinating various projects, national projects, international projects. I've been visiting professor to many institutions, visiting professor to IIM Lucknow, visiting professor to FIU, Florida International University in US. I've been visiting professor to Sydney University of Sydney in Australia, and all those things have been to the academic pursuit and all that. Subsequent to this, I came to TIFAC. I was selected from TIFAC as an executive director over here in 2020, just before COVID, and since then I've been working for TIFAC for the past 5 years. I've taken a long journey in TIFAC. We have been doing many things on TIFAC. We have, in fact, apart from road mapping of technologies, we have taken on missions on seaweed mission in TIFAC, when our Honorable Prime Minister went for a much seaweed yojana, wherein he wanted if seaweed can be used for cultivation in India, which can give employment to the people as well as some value addition can be done. That was one program which TIFAC undertook. We have piloted seaweed mission program. Then we also piloted teledigital health, was another very big initiative which was taken by TIFAC, wherein we did the health mapping, health vitals mapping for more than 60,000 population in India. First time ever. When the Honorable Prime Minister looked forward for digital health, he said, and Sabka Saath, Swasth, Sabka Vikas. So what we did, we identified 3 places in India, that is Varanasi, Gorakhpur and Manipur in northeast, wherein we did the health mapping, first time of the ground root population and the villagers, where people went door to door to collect their health data, and that was so interesting that it can be called all that health data which have been summarized and stored on cloud, at the same time through an app, can be made available to the doctors and to the people, to the person whose health data is stored. It is stored and linked to his Aadhaar ID, so we can have, if just putting the Aadhaar ID on the app, we can get the health data of a person. So that's a wonderful thing. I mean, we call it to be the health kundali of the person. It's a horoscope for the person, and it contains 10 vitals, like right from total blood sugar to total fat and HB level, hemoglobin level and all that. And interestingly, this can be a big index for even for the women and child, because women in our villages, they are not aware of the diseases what they are undergoing. They are not aware of their health status. So this all health mapping, and that too without human intervention. It was being done through sensors.
Okay.
So that is the first time we have developed this data, and that everything can be upscaled to a whole nation, when everybody can have his health data available on the cloud and can be accessed from any part of the country, any part of the world. That will be something very, very interesting and very, very much important for the nation with such a huge population. So that was another interesting thing we did in the TIFAC. Then currently we are working on Technology Vision 2047, where we have been supporting government, like what technologies are needed, We have evaluated technologies on hyperloop technologies. We have been assessing technology on hyperloop, bioplastics. We have also evaluated technologies on e-vehicle. We have been doing interestingly on biogas, bioenergy. All those things, TIFAC has been taking a lead, and we are giving us necessary reports and documents and policies to the Government of India, to various ministries. Even we have been sensitized for the climate regulation when CO2 emission levels and all those things have been identified, and we try to project for the nation how India can move ahead in the for a clean nation, for a clean society. This is all we have been doing for the past 5 years.
Wonderful. Dear listeners, we take a break at this enriching conversation. In the next part of this episode, catch more insightful discussions about science and the world of science. In the next episode, we shall bring to you more interesting discussions, his colorful contributions in the field of science and his passion for the field. Until and up to we meet in the next episode, please take care of yourself, stay healthy, and keep listening to Vigyan Ki Awaaz. Vigyan Ki Awaaz, a podcast series to popularize STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine.
विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you a podcast series on STEM popularization, science, technology, engineering, mathematics and medicine, supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Government of India. This program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Salam Namaste Community Radio, Noida.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी